What is up, guys? It's RSC6414 here, again with part 2 of my Smackdown review. The reason I'm breaking up in two parts is because part 1, my webcam messed up and it cut off. So that's why I'm doing a part 2 to finish my review. Uh, the second part, I said I left off on the 3-on-3 tag match. Like I said, the Shield ended up beating Kofi, RVD, and Dolph Ziggler with Blackout by Seth Rollins and Ambrose getting the pinfall. Then we have, I think Triple H and Big Show backstage. We have, that was whatever. Big Show gets angry because Triple H says that his entire life depends on this, and if he, like his career, I guess you should say, saying if he doesn't follow orders, he'll get fired, and then there's not many jobs for a big guy, and then Big Show's like this, like he's about to punch Triple H, the big old knockout punch, and doesn't, and then we go to our next match, which is AJ Lee with Tamina. There's a new alliance, looks like, forming. Tamina is now AJ Lee's like bodyguard, kind of thing, it looks to be. And I think that'd be good. At least it gets Tamina involved in something. I mean, she hasn't been seen in a while, but um, AJ versus Cameron of the Funkadactyls. Naomi accompanies her to the ring. In the middle of the match, Tamina pulls Cameron off the ring apron, clotheslines Cameron, and then AJ Lee later on in the match ends up hitting the Shining Wizard on Cameron. This match was whatever, nothing special, just your typical Divas match. Kind of thrown together Total Divas star versus AJ Lee, who hates the Total Divas stars, so I guess it makes somewhat sense, but I thought this match was whatever, nothing great, just like the first three previous matches, except for the Shield 3-on-3 tag match was pretty good. And we've got our next match, our next thing, which is Paul Heyman. We basically have him come out and cut a promo talking about how he's the best, and he at the end he says he's the best in the world. Paul Heyman says that, kind of mocking CM Punk, and he talks about how Ryback's going to defeat CM Punk at Battleground, and how CM, and he also talks about what happened on Raw and how he uh, kind of tricked CM Punk into coming after him when his scooter stalled, and then that led to the ambush by Curtis Axel and Ryback, and then Ryback ends up throwing CM Punk through the table, so he just sort of says that they had that planned out kind of thing, and cuts that promo. Then we have our next match, Santino Marella versus Heath Slater of 3MB. Great Colleen Hornswoggle come to the ring. I'll get to you in a second of why I think that was. First, I was like, what the heck? And of course, Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal of 3MB accompanied Heath Slater to the ring. In the middle of the match, Santino Marella is about to do a Cobra, and then Jinder Mahal takes out this flute and starts like playing the flute. I wasn't expecting it. Started cracking up to kind of like lure the Cobra, I guess, like a flute, certain sound like does something to the Cobra. And then, of course, Santino's Cobra puppet starts moving that way where the flute sound's going. Then Great Khali takes out a flute, starts playing it, and then Santino comes, the Cobra gets over there, and then Drew McIntyre gets on the apron like, what are you doing to Khali? Khali chops McIntyre, takes him out. Then Hornswoggle goes to Mahal, throws him off the ring apron, and then snaps the flute in half with his knee. I laughed when I saw that. And then Santino Marella, Great Khali, gets the flute and plays it back, gets the Cobra up in the air, and then hits Heath Slater with the Cobra for the 1, 2, 3. Santino wins. Funny, the match was whatever, but how they involved the flute was creative and something new, so I thought it was pretty funny. A lot of people may have hated it because it might have been a little childish, but I got a good laugh, and I thought it improved SmackDown somewhat, so yeah. Santino picks up the win. Now we have our main event, Randy Orton versus The Miz. This match was alright, I guess. It was like, got about 10 minutes. In the middle of the match, The Miz is going to go after Orton. In the corner, he's running right towards Orton. Orton moves out of the way. Miz gets caught up on the ropes. And then you have Randy Orton ends up later on in the match. Uh, Miz is hurt kind of thing when he got caught up on the ropes and hit the turnbuckle. His neck did and his arm. The doctor's checking on him ringside. Orton picks him up by his head, hits him with a couple moves. The ref tells him to stop. He pushes the ref out of the way. And then basically what happens after that is Randy Orton, Triple H tells him they're not going to end the match like this. Since the ref called it a no contest or a disqualification win for Miz, Triple H said this match is now a no DQ match. Later in the no DQ match, Miz goes with Orton with the chair. Orton kicks Miz in the face, hits an RKO in the middle of the ring later on in the match, and pins Miz for a 1-2-3. Overall, whatever match. The show was nothing special again. SmackDown's just kind of SmackDown. It's better than other shows. I mean, like, you'll get one episode that's better than another, one week than another, but overall grade, I give this show 5 out of 10. Nothing great. Couple good matches. Shield 3-on-3 match was probably the best one, but I liked Santino and Slater because it was entertaining how they put in the flutes with it. So yeah, check out my other videos and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this review. Thanks, guys.